All right, hey everybody. So welcome to another After We Fell movie video. So seeing as we are here finally on the week of release of the two-night event of After We Fell here in US theaters, I figured why not do a final prediction video where I finally give like what I think my final thoughts on the film are going to be, like what are going to be my positives, what are going to be my negatives, and what am I most looking forward to in the film. So the first big positive that I think that I am going to come out of there saying, and I've not seen anything to kind of, say like, oh, I'm not going to say that, is that this is hands down Hiro and Joe's best performances in the entire franchise. I mean, every leaked scene that I'm seeing so far, they are knocking it out of the park. I mean, they are giving performances that have not been given in a single damn thing in the entire franchise. That these two are on another level. That not only is it going to be their best performances of the franchise, but it's also going to be a career best performance for both of them. Another thing that I'm probably really going to talk about is the fact that, you know what? One of my biggest problems with After We Collided was the fact that they were just like throwing like a whole bunch of fan favorite scenes into the movie without really understanding why they worked, like why they were fan favorites, and giving us those same emotions that we are feeling from the book. Because again, everything was so rushed. Not only was the pacing, not only like was the editing rushed in the film, but it was also that the scenes themselves were rushed and that they just really had like no emotional connection outside of maybe the performances of Joe and Hiro. But watching the clips from After We Fell, I'm feeling the emotions, the same emotions that I felt while reading these scenes in the book. I'm feeling them while watching the movie while watching these leaked scenes is because you're allowed to marinate in them. They're allowed to breathe. These scenes are allowed to breathe. And Joe has even talked about this on occasion. Hiro has talked about this on occasion, that the scenes in this movie, they're allowed to have dialogue. They're allowed to breathe. They're allowed to, actually, stretch out these scenes. So it's not just going to feel like empty fan service. Like, oh, we just need to put all of these, fan favorite scenes together and put all these fan favorite scenes into the movie and just hit, freaking, fricassee blend or whatever. One criticism that I'm sure is going to pop up, because I already had this criticism when it came to the college campus clip that was released, is that the music overtakes the dialogue. And apparently, based on some of the reactions I've been seeing, it's not just that one scene. Apparently, it is like multiple moments in the film where the music overtakes the dialogue. And I know that that's going to be a criticism of mine. If I cannot hear the dialogue, if the music is overtaking it, then I am definitely going to criticize that. One thing that I will mention, even though I will more than likely say that that they slowed down, because again, like watching these leaked scenes, it is clear that the movie does slow down at a point, but I mean, there is still that criticism that is going to be there, where the opening, where, like the first, few minutes or like the first, bit of it is going to be a little rushed. So I am probably going to come out of there saying, you know what, it was still a little bit rushed, but at some point they calmed down. At some point they slowed the film down and actually let these scenes breathe. Another thing that I'm seeing is that the supporting cast is out of this world in terms of every single performance that I've seen so far, from Stephen Moyer to Ariel Kebbel to Atanas Sharibrev, who plays Richard. The supporting cast is top notch. If I am right in what I'm thinking, that Mira Sorvino as Carol is only going to be there, for the opening scene, I am probably going to complain about the fact that Mira Sorvino only has one scene in the movie. I mean, you get Mira Sorvino, and then you only give her one scene, but it wouldn't surprise me if because we know that 20 minutes was taken out of the film, it wouldn't surprise me if she was one of the people who was affected by those 20 minutes. Because it just doesn't make a lot of sense for Carol to only be in one scene, for Mira Sorvino to only be in one scene. There are gonna be multiple moments where I am gonna be crying my eyes out, because I can already see that in the leaked scenes. I'm bawling my eyes out in various scenes. I'm bawling my eyes out during the opening scene. I'm bawling my eyes out during the Harden Vance fight and, the aftermath of that. I'm bawling my eyes out seeing, the final fight, seeing the final scene of the movie. I mean, I'm just like already, tearing up just like watching these leaked scenes. And if I'm tearing up watching, this bootlegged version where somebody is literally holding the camera up to the screen and just like, capturing these certain scenes, then I can only imagine how I'm going to feel actually seeing it in HD, actually sitting there in a theater and just staring up at the screen and just like having like that surround sound, having like the best perfect picture, the perfect sound, the perfect everything, like the HD, everything, like a full theatrical experience. That I'm sure I'm going to be definitely, crying, throughout these various scenes. Another thing that I can see from the leaked clips is that Book Harden has finally entered the chat. One of my major criticisms, I think, for the first two films, especially when it comes to the fighting, is that Harden Scott has never been a one-punch person and then, sad panda and, run away. He's never been that person. He's been the kind of person that if he's going to fight you, he's going to, keep punching and keep kicking and, just keep hammering you until somebody literally physically has to pull him off of you. And that's what I'm seeing during the Vance Harden fight, is that he's literally he's screaming this like guttural, visceral, scream that he does, just literally just like wailing on Vance. And it's just like a knocking out of the park, moment from Hero. And you know what? That to me is Harden. That to me is fighter Harden. He's not the guy to just like throw one punch and then sad panda and walk away. He's the guy who's going to keep punching. He's going to keep fighting until somebody literally pulls him off of that person. And even then, he's still going to be going at that person. So what I think like some of my favorite scenes of the film are going to be is clearly going to be the end. Probably like one of my favorite scenes is going to be the ending scene. I mean, because like I'm already getting like emotional, just like watching the leak clip. The ending scene is going to get me. The Vance Harden fight is going to get me. The gym scene looks great. The club scene, looks great. Just overall, I really do think that this film really is going to be the best film of the franchise. That I really do have that prediction that I think that when all is said and done and when we kind of get some distance from this, I really do believe that the vast majority of fans are going to come out of this saying like, hey, this is really the best film of the franchise. That this is really like the topper echelon of what this franchise should have been from day one. We have now seen the heights of where this franchise should have been. That if this had been where we started, then this franchise would be taken a lot more seriously. I am going to be high on this. And before anybody says, Charles, how can you already be calling this film the best film of the franchise when you only seen 5 seconds? I've not only seen 5 seconds from the film. I've seen full leaked scenes from the film, like totaling like 15 or, like 10 or 15 minutes. Like I've seen like full scenes from the film. And when I see these leaked clips, I can already get a feel for what this film is. Because guess what? These scenes are still in the film. And I can look at each of these scenes and still say that, hey, this is the best scene that they've done so far. And every scene that I've seen has just gotten better and better as it went along. Like each scene just seems to like top itself. So stop saying like, hey, Charles, you can't really say anything after only, seeing 5 seconds. I have not only seen 5 seconds, and that's really disingenuous to say that I've only seen 5 seconds. But yeah, no, look, I'm really excited for this film. This is a film that I think is like my most hyped in terms of this franchise. It's like the most hype that I've had for a film, and maybe that's going to work against me. Maybe I'm going to go in there with such high expectations that I'm going to come out, a little bit disappointed. I'm going to come out very low, but there's very little chance of that happening because of the leaked scenes that I have seen. That every scene just seems to, get better and better and prove with each leaked clip that this is going to be the best film of the franchise, hands down, no questions asked. In terms of the acting, in terms of the directing, in terms of the script, in terms of the cinematography, it really is going to be the best film of the franchise. So jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. If you've already seen the film, go ahead and give your non-spoiler thoughts. I do agree with what I'm saying. Do you think I'm completely off base? If you have not seen the film, what are your expectations for the film? What is your most, anticipated scene? Where are your expectations right now? If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So I'll be bringing you guys constant updates on After We Fell and After We're Happy. You guys are going to be so updated that you'll be begging me to stop the updates. Because I was terminated for so long, there's still some stuff from After We Collided that I do have to catch up on, including topic videos, and those are coming sooner rather than later. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to go to the heights it has without you guys, and so for that, I'm eternally grateful. You know and I know there are plenty of fans out there, old and new, who have no idea, absolutely no idea that this channel exists, so please keep sharing the channel. Please keep spreading the word of Charles's movie channel, because this will easily be one of the best, if not the best, After Series channels you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the After Series channel. I'll see you later, After fans, Joe fans, Hero fans. Take care, y'all. Love you.